Hello, welcome. Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Paterson. So great to see you tonight. I am the Executive Director of American Modern Ensemble. Welcome to our virtual show. It's called In Real Life Goes Virtual. American Modern Ensemble started 15 years ago in New York City, and we're a nonprofit, and we're happy to be celebrating here tonight with you. We're here in our apartment in New York City, and we couldn't be more happy to show you this concert. I'm going to introduce Robert Paterson here. This is my husband and composer for the night, Robert Paterson.
Hello everyone. I'm really grateful you're all here. Thanks for showing up tonight for our virtual concert. So I just want to say a few words about what you're going to hear tonight, because some of you have an idea, some of you are just tuning in. This whole evening we're calling In Real Life, and there are two song cycles. One's called In Real Life 1, the other one's called In Real Life 2. The first one features Marnie Breckenridge, a soprano, and the second cycle, a little later, features Jorell Williams, baritone. And then there's a final piece, a duet called Extraordinary, and it's about dating in the age of COVID-19. And it's about this couple that has their very first date, which we know how hellacious that would be if you were in Central Park on your first date in the age of COVID. So that's what that is. And these are world premieres of these pieces virtually. So we hope you enjoy it, and we'll get started in just a minute. And anything else?
So join us tonight. We're the first song cycle, what is about 25 minutes?
And 25-ish,
So we'll be back after that song cycle. We've got two performers from the show, Nuno Antunes, and we've got Keve Wilson. We're going to interview them a little bit between the song cycles. So we'll be back in 25 minutes. We are using tonight as a fundraiser for our ensemble. American Modern Ensemble got its first National Endowment for the Arts grant.
Yay!
Yes, it's so exciting,
awesome.
To get that. In fact, we got it the day in March when everything shut down. So it was like this beautiful sign to just keep going and keep our music going, even when everything that we know for music was shutting down. We got this award letter. So we're trying to raise money for the National Endowment for the Arts. We're trying to, it's not a matching grant, but our goal is to hit $15,000 by the end of the year. And so we're going to come in and talk to you about that later. Let's go right to Marnie Breckenridge and American Modern Ensemble. Welcome.
Thank you,
Stephen
everybody.
Osgood conducting. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Click any and all qualities you desire in a I'm a regular woman with regular taste, in search of a normal everyday man. Just your average lady ready for a date, with a fairly predictable set of demands. Click, 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 click. I want a biracial, non-smoking, bilingual, semi-vegan locavore with impeccable taste in clothes, who is outdoorsy but also domestic, a culture vulture but unpretentious. I hope this is someone you know. He should be spiritual but not dogmatic, a dreamer yet pragmatic, worldly sophisticated, with an all-American can-do attitude. I don't expect a miracle. I know the earth is spherical. All I ask for is an order And when I say blonde, it's okay if it's dyed. And please no tattoos. All right, one or two piercings. Can I get back to you? No drugs, no scars, and you must drive a car. No mommy issues or time in jail. No kids, weird pets, or mortgage debt. And yet, say yes, and you might be the I'm a regular woman with regular taste, an everyday lady waiting for a date, an everyday lady waiting for a date.
That'd be nice if that was just money coming in all those days.
Oh, I know, right?
Like,
Yeah.
another dollar, more money, more money.
I just saw the page refresh and there are
some donations.
Woman seeking, woman seeking, woman seeking, woman seeking, woman seeking. Women, woman seeking women. The phrase curls up like a cat and purrs. A palindrome almost. So anyway, but when I say that I'm a woman seeking women, I don't mean women like 24, like I'm starting a harem, just one widow. This is new to me, ladies. Please be patient. Happily married secret I After work, at a bar, after drinks, Karen kissed me, wrecked me, trashed me. It's like I'm driving along, flowing with traffic. Karen leans in and I'm suddenly sapphic. Don't worry, won't get graphic. I mean there's a fender bender regarding gender through smoke fire, sirens wailing on the This is crazy, but I do it. Throw myself out there to you in the space. My inspiration is you catch me and hold me tight. My character is not very wide, but all my girlfriends say I have the golden heart. I enjoy mountain walking, small animals in sunset, just dying. Conclusion. My life, I tell you later. sister, look at my picture. See, I stay busy with dance. You will not be bored of me. I keep the feeling. I am almost certified PhD. Physiotherapy, body and head do not matter to me. I want to find a kind man. Lies! I don't need children's games day in nursery. Don't you think, dear? I have lots of concern, fret in my life, and no soothing. You are the friend of my future, I believe. This message is not very large, and if I have something to say and write, then I think we should first make a small piece, which will be followed by fast run. And we know each other more. And we know each other more.
You'll be able to hear that all in the repeat broadcast of this. It doesn't matter. The one that turns on. Infinite, fun.
have to know. I'm collateral, the torn, the deaf, the blind. Some pieces so small they get left behind. Collateral, the walking wounded, we heal up fast, but we never forget. Maybe that bomb isn't so big. Maybe that bomb wasn't so big. Maybe that bomb wasn't so big. But it ripped through my heart in San Antonio. They say the war is over, the armies have gone home, cannon still and silent, treaties signed, caskets closed. The war inside is never over. You can keep your peace. I'm looking for a fighter. I'm looking for someone to fight for me. The future is 35 and divorced, clicking strange pictures being clicked on by strangers. What would she say? What would the girl say? When I was 17 and stupid and brilliant and brave, don't waste a moment, but don't chase the moment. Rewind, but remember, only love has power over
And we're back. Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria. This is Nuno Antunes. We're being very safe because he is not my husband. So here we are, 6 feet.
Yay!
If you feel like it, you can take your mask off.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Victoria.
you. Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria Paterson. I'm the executive director of American Modern Ensemble. We just heard Marnie Breckenridge and American Modern Ensemble, Steve Osgood, Robert Paterson, and Dave Cote's beautiful song cycle in real life. I hope you, isn't Marnie magical? Wow.
Yes.
So she did this at Merkin Hall and a couple years ago, and I want to introduce the band because it was a different setup at Merkin Hall. And for those of you who don't know the band, we call it the band, the American Modern Ensemble. We've got Robin Braun on violin, we've got Philip Payton on the viola, we've got Peter Sachon on cello, Blair McMillen on piano, Matt Ward in the drums, percussion, and then we have 3 wind players. We've got Nuno. By the way, I've been calling him Nuno for 5 years. I met him at Fiddler on the Roof,
Yes.
and his spelling is Nuno. But Keve just alerted to me about a week ago that it's Nuno.
I'm so sorry.
So Nuno. So we've got Keve Wilson on oboe, we've got Nuno on clarinet, and we have oboe, and then we have John Romeri on flute. So tell me a little bit about, first of all, tell me a little about yourself, and then why we did what we did this week and how the week was for you.
Well, the week was phenomenal. I mean, you cannot imagine the pleasure it was to finally make music with other people. I mean, some of us were since March without playing with another human, and it just, for us artists, it just breaks our heart every time. So when you sent that email saying like, we are gonna do this performance, no matter what, it's gonna happen. And we want to hire as many people as we can. So I remember watching the video of the In Real Life one, and if I recall, it was Justin Vance playing the woodwind parts. And originally it was one person, 3 instruments, but because he wanted to, you are so generous. Thank you so much. You wanted to hire as many people as possible, so you divided it for 3 people, for Keve, John, and myself, and I cannot thank you enough.
I'm so grateful. I mean, Justin, we love you too. There's so many people on Broadway who double on instruments, and that's a pretty common thing in New York and probably all over the United States. But this is like a year like no other that we've had. And it just was like, we need to help everybody and hire as many people as we can possibly hire. So Robert was like, sure, let's let them all play. And so if you see them sitting with their masks for a long time, that's why, because they're not playing all at the same time. So thank you for being with us, and I'm just so excited to be here tonight. Let's check in the numbers, how our fundraising is going. I am trying to raise $15,000 for American Modern Ensemble. We got this National Endowment for the Arts Award, and we really want to hit that by the end of the year, and even frankly a reach goal of $20,000, because we really want to help as many musicians as possible. And the beautiful thing about American Modern Ensemble, we've been here for 15 years, and we're a smaller nonprofit, and we can be a little bit more nimble and more, I don't want to say creative, but I'll say it. Yeah, I think we can be creative. Yeah, we can be creative and do the kind of concert we just did. And we also just did we did a string orchestra outdoor concert a couple weeks ago that we're going to be showing we're going to be doing these Tuesday night concerts. And I think it's really special that we don't have a lot of overhead. So when you donate tonight, or when you tell your friends to give, you're really giving to the artist. We don't have this massive office. The office is this New York City home, which is not bad. I'm not complaining. We live here in Manhattan Plaza, and it's a beautiful gift to be here. But thank you. Let's see how the numbers are going. Duran, we have Duran Richter, who's helping us with sound today. Is that correct? Schechter. Duran Schechter. We had Adam Apeshouse doing sound. It's such a team to put this concert together. You can't imagine. Any concert is a huge deal, but then under COVID, wow. But we did it safely, and we did it beautifully. And it's interesting. You just are listening to the music. I hope you're having a glass of wine, having some dinner, enjoying it. But then if you really look at the band, everybody's socially distanced, 6 feet apart. Everyone's wearing masks. We're in this giant orchestra hall, Domena Center in New York City, and there's only 20 people total in the entire room, which is supposed to, normally fit 200 people. So I was so proud that we did this beautiful music right in the heart of this very difficult year. And so please, let's keep fundraising. We've almost raised $1,000 in just the last couple hours. So I really think that we can hit our goals, and I really appreciate that. And so if you don't know how to give, you just you type in 44321 on your phone, and then you can text in real life. So give that way. Also, your links also show how to give very easily. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The next song cycles, who cares about me and Nuno? The next song cycle is Jorell Williams. Wow, you guys are in for a treat. Jorell is a magical singer. He is so funny. Robert wrote this song cycle for Jorell, and Robert's going to talk to Keve Wilson after this song cycle a little bit about it, but these are funny and poignant, but much like Marnie's cycle, and we actually think this could be a show. This whole evening is really like a show, and this, what you're about to hear, is a world premiere. This is brand new, hot off the press. Jorell just put this together, and by the way, congratulations everyone playing so well and singing so beautifully after 6 months. But we need to keep that momentum, because we can't not play and sing for 6 months, and then we have to keep that going. So Jorell Williams is off the charts tonight. Enjoy Jorell Williams in real life too.
Kiss a lot of nasty frogs before they find a prince, a man to be their boss. Well, I am here to let you know the frogs have left the palace. They are hopping on their little legs. I wish those toads no malice. a masculine phenomenon, a man to be your king, whose attributes go on and on. I slayed the IQ test, they said I was the best. I work out every day, well, almost every day. Not on Thursday. That's the day when Man Up meets. Man Up is my men's rights group. I bring coffee and cupcakes. Anyway, I am a Shaolin monk who took an oath of purity, a 10th level wizard who casts a spell of ecstasy, a 4-star general in the war on love. And I hold your hand well, fit you like a glove. We can take the party back to your place. I live with my mom, it's okay, it's temporary. One thing about my back, it can get a little hairy. Guess that's okay. I like to manscape when I can, but it can get expensive. And speaking of expenses, I started my own Bitcoin. It's the future. Message me, I'll hook you up. If you like what you see, this prince don't come for free. It'll cost you several million kisses. You ladies must be sick of napkin on the toad. Passion on the love connection you are old. Just got a text, my Toyota has been towed. Shit! This prince has gotta go and he's no frog. I ain't no frog, no frog. I ain't no frog, no frog. I ain't no frog. You the frog. If y'all clicked on my picture, yeah, that's my chest, that's my ink. Got it the night before we deployed from Fort Bragg to Afghanistan. I was hungover, pretty fierce, and the tat burned under my fatigues, driving on liftoff, and didn't think about, tomorrow. Sola fide what it means in Latin. And no, I don't speak Latin. It's a dead language, 1,000,000 years old. But it lives on me. Landing at Pagram, my first tour, kinda like we landed on the moon. A moon of ghosts and dust and bombs. Place felt 1,000,000 years old. They didn't train us for the boredom. Every day was one extreme. Either contact with a bad guy or a family invite you to tea. Don't ask for my stories, don't search for my scars. Don't try to fix what's broke, just hold me. Just hold me. When dreams in the night wake me up, I got pills for that. When the anger rises, got pills for that. And if the pills run out, and if the pills run out, hold me. Sola fide, my faith alone. Maybe a dead tongue, 1,000,000 years old. But it lives on my skin, and I'm still young. I'm breathing through it. I'm breathing today. And I want to have faith in you. Sola fide, sola fide, sola fide. The longer you live, the older you get. The older you get, the less you live, the less you move, the less you speak. on the vacant bench, a table for one in line for meds, an empty crosstown bus takes you home. A stranger calls whom you keep on the phone, and the TV watches you sleep. This is dying alone, kids. All your meals are frozen, none of your days are fresh, and that persistent rotting odor is rising from your flesh. And so I got the neighbor's son to set up a profile on the site. I'm offering that lucky lady in search of a mature gentleman one final dance. Want to die with me, croak with me, accept this rose and decompose beneath an oak with me. We can cuddle and kiss away the hours, then our remains may fertilize the flowers. Expire with me, be toast with me, kick the bucket, just say fuck it, give up the ghost with me. I'll light a scented candle for romance, then we can snuff it out and do the bony dance. Won't you die with me? Perish tenderly, see unquenchable passion in my eyes, as we synchronize our dual demise, ending like heroes, ending like heroes, ending like heroes who died only for love. The irony is, my last boyfriend and I, we both adored pussy. I mean cats. Get your mind out of the gutter. But he was bad with money, didn't get Kenneth anger, and never heard of Proust. Classic twink, to use him all just. Why are we discussing ancient Mesopotamian history? I'm vamping. I've been ground through the gears of grinder, got an irritating rash from scruff. Called 911 on pair for 1-1, and basically policemen and other had enough. the sexiest word, relationships. What could be sexier? Spreadsheet is sexier, compost is sexier, Tupperware is sexier. I know I'm vamping. Isn't everyone gay now? I was told that everyone by now would be gay. That's the agenda, right? It's 2020 people. 2020, a same-sex year. Still vamping. That's me, romantic vamp. The same to forge the time, to pretend I'm fine. Don't ask if I'm fine, of course I'm fine, I'm alone. Just me and the cat, and the cat's not sure this relationship is going anywhere. That pussy has taste to care. The cat's vamping. He's called Beardsley, by the way, after the late Victorian illustrator who died tragically young. No. Bye-bye. By the way, for all you straight-acting conservative daddies who think I'm too, I'm a paramedic who works the graveyard shift. So before you respond, remember, I responded first. Suck on that. Still vamping. What comes after the vamping? When does the song begin? The repetition is cute, then it bores. Its circular motion resembles an ocean, but then you can't swim anymore. You wait for your rescue ship and wonder, has that ship sailed or no? When I say I'm a nice guy, I get. Nice is easy, nice is cheap. Nice is next to boring, and boring people say nice. So instead, I'm organized, highly focused, always on time. Slow to start, but when I do, you can't stop me connecting to you. I like to go fast when fast is safe. Sometimes slow is safe. It depends on the surface, the incline, the curves. When I'm near the end, I like to go slow. When I'm near the end, I like to go slow. When I'm near the end, I like to go slow. You can depend on me. Set your clock by me. Six-figure job, never married, no kids. actually, what is my hobby room? You see, one thing about me you could call nice plus obsessive, I guess you would say. My hobby, my passion, my pride. I hope you don't think that it's weird. It's not a kink or a secret. It's nice plus. I like trains. Really like trains. In England, they call us train spotters. In America, it's a rail fan. I'm a rail fan. We photograph trains from the platform. Build models, photograph the models. Share online. Memorize engines, signals, schedules, interiors of vintage cars. Why trains? Trains are organized, highly focused, always on time. They are slow to start, but when they do, nothing stops them where they're zooming to. They go fast when fast is safe. Sometimes slow is safe. It depends on the surface, the incline, the curves. You can depend on trains. Set your clocks by train. Like to travel together by rail. It's like falling backward in time. I know the coziest cars where the champagne flows as the landscape goes flying by. Like moving so fast, but it can be very nice, the view in an antique, restored red mahogany, velvet lined sleeping compartment for two, me and you.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and thank you so much for watching. I love, oh my God, Jorell Williams. Isn't he amazing? I love his singing. I loved Marnie. I love my group. I'm so happy my group could do this and that we could get this together after so many months of COVID. And here with me is Keve Wilson, the most amazing oboe player. Love Keve. And I'm going to talk to Keve in just a second, and I can't wait to hear Keve's take on everything. I've known Keve for like forever, since undergraduate school, so that's kind of forever, and I'm so grateful for that. Hey, you know something? Let's check the money that's coming in for these musicians and see how we're doing. Because I think we're probably doing pretty well. I think I just heard we are literally like, what, $46 or something away from 11,000 when we're trying to raise 15,000. So everybody, get your wallets. Get out your wallets. What are you waiting for? Wasn't that amazing? Aren't these players fantastic? Duh. Pull them out. You've got. What are you going to get more lattes? Pay these musicians. They haven't worked in like 6 months. All right. They need something because they're worth it. They're amazing. Anyway, I know you'll do it. It'll be great. So Keve, we've known each other for a long time, and I'm so grateful you could do this and that you're in our group and that you're doing this whole thing. Tell us about what you're up to besides this. You played our concert. What's it been like for you?
So it's been tough, as everybody knows, you know, but there is a way forward. There is a way to play your instrument. I've played your concert, which was incredible. We were 6 feet apart. We were more than 6 feet apart because we were in a huge room. The string players and the pianists and the percussionists were wearing masks, and we were not to play our wind instruments, but we were super far away, felt incredibly safe. I did a concert yesterday. It was the same thing. The winds and brass were able to play without masks on. In this spare time, though, I am learning new things. I'm learning how to play the duduk from Armenia, which is super fun. Loving playing that instrument.
John, I'll write for the duduk, I promise.
So his next opera is going to have some really
duduk
crazy
solos.
Duduk duets.
Duets.
Actually.
There you
So
go.
we can't
Okay.
wait to hear what's coming out of COVID-19.
What is a duduk? What is that?
So he doesn't even know what it is
No,
yet,
I'm
right?
kidding. I want everybody else. I know what it is. You played it. He played it for me.
We did play it for you.
Yeah.
It is a double reed instrument from Armenia. So the reed, though, is huge, much bigger than the oboe reed. So I will have to practice because your music is hard but very gratifying and satisfying to play.
Oh God!
And
the
we
bane
are
of every composer's. It's hard. It's new music. I hope it's not all hard, but
listen. Your music is so beautifully written, and we can play it. It fits so well in our instruments that we always love playing your music because you know how to write for our instruments. And like you said, we've known each other since undergrad. We were in the dorm together at Eastman School of Music. So the world is very small. Here we are working together so many years later. And we really, the musicians who got to play your opera and the singers got to play these song cycles, I should say, are so grateful that we got to work during this time because it reminds us this is our job, this is what we do. There is a way forward through this COVID-19 business, and we will continue to figure out how to make music together until there's a safe way to do it where we can have an audience. Because right now the biggest thing is just the crowds gathering, right? So maybe we can get together as musicians, but then we perform like this where audiences see it at home, live stream, which is great, a great way to watch music. But as we all know, it's not the same as being in person. So
yeah, totally.
Until that time comes, this is what we do. And we're making it happen, and thanks to you guys, American Modern Ensemble, you made it happen.
Thank you. Thanks, Keve. It's so, really, you're playing so beautiful. This is what, when you're a composer and you get to work with musicians as great as Keve and all the other musicians, it's what you live for, really. And so I'm incredibly grateful. So I want to say a few words about the next piece you're about to hear, the last piece. Then you can go off and eat popcorn, drink, watch your TV program, because you're all going to watch some TV program or read a book or do something after this. That's awesome. Or go to sleep. Some of you have to get up early. Thank you for staying up for this and watching this last piece. So the last piece is, first of all, I want to give a shout out to David Cote, the librettist. I didn't write the text. I'm just the person behind the notes. David wrote the lyrics and the libretto for the next piece. He's a fantastic writer. I'm so grateful to call him a friend and a colleague, and I love his words. It's a joy to set the words that he writes. And so he wrote the words for all these pieces tonight, including the next piece, which is called Extraordinary. And the story behind this is, okay, quickly. So the very first piece, In Real Life 1, we call it now, because now there's more than one, was commissioned by the Austin Chamber Ensemble and Marnie Ahern, who runs that group in Austin, Texas. So grateful for her commission. And we wrote that piece, and we're like, well, we should write one for a male voice, too. So we have a counterpart to that, right? And so then, after writing those two pieces, we're like, you know what? We should have a duet for the two singers to sing together, because if you put these two pieces together in an evening, I mean, you hear both singers separately, and now you get to hear them both together. And so this next duet is about what it would be like in our minds. And for us, it's really visceral and contemporary, because we're all sitting here like distancing, masks and everything. Well, what if you're meeting online, not in IRL, you want to meet in real life, but you want to go on a date, and it's COVID. Oh no, well, what do you do? So the whole next piece you're about to see is what would happen for, and we consider them to be like the very first couple that goes on a date in the age of COVID. So I hope you enjoy the piece, and I hope you enjoy this concert. And Victoria will be back at the very end to say a few words, and thank you very much.
Austen, space 22.
Kimchi wolf with 2 F's.
Right.
So,
Is this a date?
I don't know.
So, Jane Austen, space 22.
Yes,
Ever meet Jane Austen, space 21?
a total bitch.
That's what I heard.
So, Kimchi,
Brian.
Angela.
Hi, Angela. Sit.
First date I've had in months.
This is the first date I've had in months.
Do we hug? Can we kiss? Is it safe?
Will I catch something I can handle? Will I feel something I can handle? It's nice to see you, IRL.
Oh, in real life, yes.
You're really funny online.
Thanks. That's a suit.
This, yes, it's a suit.
You're bombing. You're super bombing, like carpet bombing the date. This date is a war crime, and now you're in the Hague.
You're boring. You're super boring. She's practically asleep. You're human ambient. You're even boring me. I haven't read Jane Austen's books, but I was hoping you could tell me about them.
I don't know what you've heard, but I don't do English lit on the first date.
See, that's funny.
What do you do?
Malware protection.
Not funny.
Unless you make a virus joke.
Pass.
Can I ask you why you said yes to this?
I liked your smile.
I liked your jokes.
I liked your dog.
I liked your bookshelf.
I liked your eyes. Present tense. Like. I like your eyes.
Present tense, your eyes too. I've been alone a while.
Me too.
I'm not sure I remember.
I'll draw you a diagram.
PowerPoint,
Paper.
how quaint.
Ain't it though? Fantastic. glossy paper, real handwriting.
Real hands! I wish we could hold hands for a moment.
I wish we could hold hands for a moment. But it's not safe, not safe. If this were a date on an ordinary day, a boring, dumb, humdrum day, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Anything, anything, anything. But today, touching hands would be extraordinary. Sitting close would be extraordinary. A good like this would be extraordinary. But it's not safe, not safe. 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 Must be careful, must protect. Wear a mask to deflect the sudden threat which infects. And don't even think of having sex. Want to walk a bit?
Yes, let's stroll in the gloaming.
Look at you, the gloomy.
Thought you'd like that.
Jane Austen would approve. If only this were a date on an ordinary.
Hello, everyone. We're back. And Victoria, you want to say a
Hi,
few
everyone.
words?
Extraordinary. Okay, come on. That was extraordinary. I love that duet.
I love hearing them sing.
I
And
know.
I love our group.
I know. I
Yeah.
love American Modern Ensemble, and I love these singers. And I'm so happy we've been running this nonprofit for 15 years. And I feel like, even though this year is maybe the worst year we've ever had, I feel like our ensemble is growing, and we are going to move forward through this. And this concert was like, it was like dipping the toe in the water. How can we make music safely and beautifully? Because I just want to give people joy.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know a lot of things, but I know how to make people happy, and I know how to give them joy. And I want to do that for you and everyone. And that's why I'm here. This is my vocation, is to make people happy and give them joy, and for you to feel something. So thank you for coming to the concert tonight. We're going to try to update the Give Lively page. And if you can't see it on your screen, I have very exciting news that we bumped up over 10,000. Now we're over 11,000. Wow, guys. I mean, I'm going to thank all of you in the dark nights of winter when I have no work and I'm going to write you all novels. And thank you so much for giving us these donations. So we're almost to 15,000. Honestly,
So,
I know we can make it by the end of the year.
We can do it. You've got all the way to the end of December, right,
Yeah.
to help. And here's the thing. You have to remember, look around. You know that businesses are closing, restaurants that you love, places that you forget to go to because, oh, you just didn't think about it and all of a sudden they're gone. Here's the thing. Seriously, most of these musicians have not worked at all since March. And you know something? They're one of the last ones who are going to be working because of what's going on. You can go to a casino in Atlanta and gamble.
You can go bowling.
You can
we
go bowling.
almost did our show at a bowling alley.
We almost did it at a bowling alley. True story. You know, and you could do all of that, but even if we social distance like 20 feet apart in a concert hall, we're still not, most concert halls aren't open yet. Lincoln Center's canceled, Carnegie Hall's canceled through like March or April. Broadway's gone right now. It's a serious thing. And if you love classical music like we all do, I love classical music, it's my life. So please help the musicians, because that's what we're here for. We're not just here for ourselves. And my music, I love my music, I'm a composer, of course, but I love the musicians, I love the community. I love the community we've built around the art that we do. So if you can help, we'd be super grateful, even a few dollars. It would mean the world. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to this show tonight. By the way, this was our very first virtual show. So I guess we were chatting after the first song, and I'm sorry to the audience, you know, these technical difficulties, but I really do want to thank Adam and Duran again for being such a great tech crew. What a crew.
Yeah,
this is
absolutely.
we're in new territory here, making movies and having virtual concerts. So thank you for joining us on that journey and any
look,
tech issues we're having. So.
Mozart and Chopin had difficulties, but not this, right? They weren't streaming audio and video and nerding out with all stuff. It's awesome, right? But it's like, whoa, a whole new world we're in, right? Anyway,
Yes.
thanks everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you so much.